Welcome back to another episode of Daemons of the Shadow Realm, or Yomi no Tsugai. So in the previous episode, we saw Yuru getting just absolutely betrayed because the person who he thought was his childhood friend from the village turned out to be a daemon who was actually there to keep an eye on Yuru all this time. Right, so Yuru thought that he had at least someone to trust, even though he can trust none of the adults. He's been finding out they've been kind of like using him as a weapon, or like grooming him into a weapon, basically. He at least thought that maybe he can trust some of his peers, but even that turned out to be a lie, right? So he is right now very much upset about the entire thing, and he's like, hey, I need some time alone. So he went into the woods. I have a feeling something's gonna happen in the woods. I don't know what, we'll see. But yeah, really interesting developments here. Let's find out what's gonna happen next. So if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Unblurred is always on Patreon in the description, and let's go into Daemons of the Shadow Realm, episode 15. Danji was his name, that's it. Yep, you forgot to put your shadow on. Zashiki Arashi. It's the dog master. Hey, he's just brooding with you there. Oh, what a cutie. What he said there is also very interesting, because the entire thing about him, you know, when you're in the mountains, your entire mind is focused purely on survival, right? That's also one of the things why civilization develops the way that it does, right? Where it develops so slowly when you're in a situation, let's say the Stone Age or whatever. It develops so much slower than nowadays, where everything is developing so fast. Because back then, everything was occupied purely by survival, so you don't even have time to think about other things that aren't necessary purely for your survival, right? And then as we get more developed, and as we become more and more comfortable in our lives, right? Everything, we start to have time and the mental capacity to start thinking about other things, about, you know, start being a bit more introspective, start thinking about progress and all those things. And that's why nowadays everything is developing so fast, is because we have nothing but comfort, right, available to us. So yeah, it's an interesting dichotomy between the two sides here. It doesn't necessarily directly relate to what he's saying, but it just reminded me of it. Also, yeah, I'm sure Danji cared about him and stuff. Daemons are still have like feelings and stuff, like what they said earlier, right? It would just feel like a bit of a betrayal, though. What a good boy. Cute. Ah, of course, they saw that as well. Mm-hmm. Aww. Oh, nothing bad happened. Oh. Oh. They're great. Yes. They must have the best life ever. If that's their master. They're enjoying life. Oh, he actually just left. Whoa, that's a packed room. The highway. Huh. I gotta go to the combini then. Yes, yes, yes. Very effective. We gotta optimize. We gotta prepare. Ain't no way. What? What? That's crazy. That's wild. I know it's the same author. That's wild. So I haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist. I obviously know of that scene. I'm not gonna talk about it in case you haven't seen it as well. I'm not gonna spoil it for someone, but it's obviously like one of the most famous scenes in all of anime. So I've heard of it. I've seen the first few episodes, so I think I've seen the actual scene as well. That's crazy. That's crazy that he's watching that on the TV. That's wild. Don't watch. Don't watch. Don't worry about it. Turn off the TV. Oh. Wild. Filter reply to eyes. I was wondering about that. Her eyes are huge. Mm. That's wild. Dude, what the fuck? It's also talking for him. That's wild. Is that an anime only edition, or was that in the manga as well? I'm gonna guess it was in the manga, probably. Maybe I need to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Let me know if you guys want me to check it out, even if I do know some of the beginning parts of it. And by some, I mean only basically that part. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Why is it so ominous? They're plotting, they're scheming. Dude, this episode is crazy. It's crazy. Asa. Is that Photoshop? She's acting as his assistant. Yuta? Yeah. That's wild. I respect it though. He's a softie. What about you, Gabby? What are we doing here? Something's happening. Oh. 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 Yeah. Okay. There's a nursery ran by the Kagemoris? Wow. Yeah. Wow. It's a tax write-off. That juicy tax exemption. Ah, here they are, the siblings. Mm.
朝ちゃんと別行動珍しいな。朝ちゃん今ポンコツ気味でな。やらかしそうで怖いから連れてかないって。どこへ？ゆるくんを狙う奴らがいるってタレコミ。
Interesting. Okay. We're gonna be seeing a big confrontation here then. The Hour of Boar. Mm. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's Daemons. Oh, what? I think this is the guy from the Kagemori. One of the Kagemori brothers. I think he's in the opening. The white hair Kagemori brother. They're full of, yeah, they're moths. So yeah, the other guy could also make like butterflies and stuff, right? The white daemon. I'm guessing those are the two pairings of the daemons of the guy. The moth and the butterfly. Or was it both moths? It might be just black and white moths. You can't do that. I think the mask is probably the weak spot. Yeah. It's either the mask or you need to burn it or something. I feel like it's leading us somewhere. That's not good. Ew, 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 ew. Oh! Oh no! Yep. Yep. It is his daemon. Yeah. Asumi, Asumi.
夜が苦手なのでここには出てきてません。 逆に夜桜の方は昼が苦手で、こうして夜だけ活躍できるんです。
I see.
昼間なら夜桜に勝てるか。気色悪いガキだ。この状況で世間話しながら周りの様子を観察してやがる。まだ俺のつがいは見せない方がいいな。つがいの弱点をベラベラと喋るもんじゃねえよ。誠意ですよ。信用してもらわないと。
Trust.
お前も風の力が欲しいのか。影森東。影森屋敷で言った通りです。特別な力を持つ者はそれをコントロールできる者のもとで存在するべきだと僕は思っています。コントロールってなんだ。
Skipper. Control.
一回死んでみませんか。
No. I would rather not. Thanks for the offer though. I appreciate it.
さや様、ユロはガの塊の骸骨にさらわれた。ここで消えた。消えた。匂いでユロを追えないか。ちょっとこれはな。
No trace of it.
の匂いがきつすぎてユルの匂いが追えん。
Oh. Oh, here he is. I was wondering where he went.
刀のつがいだな。そうか、お前が祈祷しろ言ってた。夜道の時間か。待て。東村側でどんな
Night Prowler.
ひでえな。山賊の連中皆殺しかよ。そこら中に隠れてて取引に邪魔だったから。ユル一人で来てくれれば誰も死なずに済んだのにな。でかい二人は左右様だろう。ユルのつがい。なんでカイとフーの天敵になるやつが双子と契約しちゃったかな。特に左さん、あんたフーとの相性最悪でしょ。
He knows a lot about it.
契約してくれないかもしれないんだよ。というわけで、
Oh, interesting.
左さんは邪魔だ。消えてくれ。ご指名だぞ、左の。
So they want the seal, of course. Oh, bro, it's already over? Oh my goodness, this episode went by so fast. Okay, this was a banger. This was great. So we went from seeing Full Metal Alchemist on TV to, whatever's happening now, Yuru being kidnapped, right, by the Kagemoris, by Kagemori Asuma. So we're gonna be seeing what their plan is. Obviously, we know that their plan is to awaken the seal and control the seal, right, because they think, oh, I should be the one controlling the seal, the power, right, because I'm capable of doing so, instead of letting it fall into someone else's hands. But obviously, that would require Yuru to die. We don't want to see that happen, now do we? So, we're gonna see what's gonna happen, right? What they're gonna end up doing there. That power is so OP, especially in combination with some other powers. By that power, I mean the transport power from the assassin there, right? The one that can transport spaces between, like, teleports them between two designated spots, right? That's so OP. So yeah, we'll see what they're gonna end up doing to him, right? We also got some small glimpses of the parents and stuff, but close but no cigar just yet. Also, we saw Danji going to find his other half, the fake Asa. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go. Which, of course, obviously this guy should have the fake Asa. So, like, where is she? She should be probably at Asumi or something along those lines. Or what's his name? Asuma? Asumi? Actually, I think I said Asuma earlier. I think it's Asumi, right? I think she should be probably with him. So maybe Yuru's gonna see her in the next episode, right? We'll find out what exactly is happening there, and we'll find out what the plan is gonna end up being. I wonder if Danji is gonna be there as well, so they're going to have a really quick reunion here, way faster than I expected. We'll find out right in the next episode. Some really interesting stuff being laid out here, so really interesting developments. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.